Hello everyone. Today I'm going to talk about trauma symptoms. There's so many symptoms that you can have. Some of them are dissociation, which means you kind of check out of your body. You don't feel what's going on in your body. You don't feel your emotions. You're just kind of numb and checking out, going away, running from whatever's going on with you. Another one is high anxiety. A lot of people who've been traumatized have high anxiety, so if this is something that's chronic for you, it may have something to do with many traumas that happen in your childhood or your adulthood. Depression. Depression, of course, can be caused by many things. It can be caused by a chemical imbalance in the brain, but more commonly it's caused by terrible things that have happened. It could be caused by grief, having a loss. It can also be caused by trauma. And just feeling like life is hopeless, and you feel helpless, and you just can't do anything about what's going on in your life. And of course, that's very depressing, not knowing what to do and that kind of thing. Sleep disturbance. This seems to be chronic in America, and probably in other countries as well. But if you experience chronic sleep disturbance, where you can't get 7 or 8 hours of sleep at night, which has been proven to be important for good health, emotional and mental health and physical health, then maybe that's connected to your traumas. A lot of people have sexual problems and they don't know what to do about that, or they don't know where that came from. Maybe fear of men. If a man was involved in a sexual trauma for you, you might fear men. You might generalize in fearing all men, not just the one who harmed you. Also fearing women. If you were molested by a woman, or you tried to tell your mom or some female and they were not supportive, or they put you down or in some way made you feel less than, you could have a fear of women. Waking up in the middle of the night, having bad thoughts during sex, avoiding sex, feeling that things are unreal, maybe frequent overwashing. That might have to do with OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder, but maybe that has to do with trauma as well. Being confused about your sexual feelings. This is not necessarily sexual orientation. I suppose it could be, but sexual orientation usually has nothing to do with trauma. It's just the way you were born and the way your DNA is or something. Not exactly sure about that, but if you were not confused about your feelings before, but now you are after a trauma, that's an indicator that that's a symptom. Feelings of guilt. So a lot of people, when they've had sexual traumas, they actually feel guilty about what happened, like somehow it was their fault. Maybe they were too pretty, or maybe they were dressed provocatively, or maybe they were flirting with a guy or something like that, and it may contribute to those feelings of guilt. Shame and guilt and blame all linked together. So anyway, that's just a very short list of symptoms that a person might have if they've been sexually traumatized. And I just want you to think about that and how many of those might relate to you. All right, that's all for today.